Video is all about unique talents that you may have, such as being a recruited athlete, wanting to play sports in college, or perhaps you're interested in visual or performing arts in college. So let's talk a little bit about these processes, especially as juniors, and how to get ready for them. If you are thinking about playing a sport in college, whether it's the Division 1, 2, or 3 level, it is so important to make sure that your counselor is aware of that, your grade level counselor. So make sure that you reach out to that person and let them know, I'm thinking about playing sports. If you're already starting to hear from colleges and being recruited for your sport, it's really important that they know about that. Oftentimes, we encourage students to register with the NCAA Eligibility Center, no matter what level they're interested in. Division 1 or 2 are really important. Division 3's got a little bit less strict requirements and not as many rules to follow and processes to go about. But Division 1 and 2 can change to Division 3 often, or Division 3 can change back to Division 1 or 2. So it's really important that you let your counselor know and you register with the Eligibility Center no matter what level you want to play, because that can change as the recruitment process goes on. If you are interested in playing a sport in college, you can start to put yourself out there to different coaches and recruiting staff by filling out prospective athlete questionnaires. If you visit any college's athletic website, you'll often see a questionnaire or a form to fill out online for any prospective athlete who wants to be recruited. Just look for a link that looks something like that. You'll answer basic information about yourself and your demographics. You'll talk a little bit about your sport. It could be the upload of videos or even just the sharing of numbers and data, depending on your sport. You can also download a copy of the NCAA College Bound Athlete Guide that talks all about the NCAA eligibility process and the different steps you need to take for that. So just make sure your counselor is aware. We want to make sure that you're following all the guidelines, that your courses you've taken at Hunterdon Central are NCAA eligible, so on and so forth. So make sure your counselor is very aware. You'll probably work closely with your coaches, whether it's your coach at Central or your coach on a club team if you play your sport at the club level, to go through the recruiting process. So we're here to help. We're here to help get you connected with anybody that you need to. As far as coaches go, sending materials to them, just reach out to your counselor, myself, and we can help with that. If you are interested in doing visual or performing arts in college, so visual arts, doing some type of BFA degree where you'll need to submit a portfolio, or doing performing arts like acting or something along those lines where you may need an audition, just be sure you're checking all the requirements and deadline dates for those pieces. Oftentimes it's an extra component to the traditional application process, so you might need to submit a portfolio through an external website, perhaps something called Slide Room you might hear about. You can work closely with your art teachers on putting together those pieces and demonstrating the strongest art portfolio you have. If you're interested in performance in college, whether it's acting or something else, to singing that requires some type of audition, you'll go about that audition by scheduling it through admissions or on the school website. If you're asked to come in for an audition, you might submit tape, you might do it virtually, or eventually you might actually audition in person. So you can work with your different drama teachers and directors to help prepare for that. Watch your deadline dates, because sometimes those auditions and portfolios have earlier deadline dates, because it is an extra component in the application process that has to be reviewed. So it's really important that if you are interested in visual performing arts, you're staying on top of those additional requirements. Any questions about these extra components of the application process for athletes or for visual performing artists, just reach out to your counselor or myself, and we're more than happy to help you.